moving into Los Angeles Rams at Cincinnati Bengals. When will Joe Burrow return to MVP form?
It's a tough question. I think I'm just going to leave my answer directly at when he's actually out here healthy again, because I think it's pretty obvious he's not all the way healthy. And and it sucks when you witness that from a perspective as the fan. Is I've had years like that before too, where you're like, what is going on? And I'm not saying that necessarily at the quarterback, but you're watching your guy and you're like, I know that he's not right. He can't be right, but he's still out here. So it's like an illusion. It's confusing you. But if you're a Bengals fan, you got to have the faith. He's out there because he feels like he has to be to help this team stay competitive this year. But I think we'll see him return to his old form. It's definitely not what you want to see right now if you're a Bengals fan. I know that stadium was getting crazy. They were getting a little antsy, booing the team. But don't trip, Bengals fans. I think, again, they're turning the switch in the right direction. It's just a matter of time, I guess, and him not re-aggravating it to a critical extent.
Yeah.
Which is the X factor.
I agree. I think it's a big thing also that Jamar Chase bounced back, because then I think like that starts to get that offense kind of in its rhythm. And I think they kind of got in their rhythm later in the game. So as long as Burrow, becomes healthy, doesn't mess up his calf again, like I think they can get back to that, kind of MVP caliber form. The defense did a great job putting a stop to like Puka. I think they really sold out to stop him, even though he went for 72 yards, but he didn't like explode on him like the rest of the time. And they started the run game, and it kind of left the Rams to like throw the ball to all the players not named Puka. So it's like Tutu or Higbee, and it's like they're not going to make the plays like Puka was. So it's like I feel like this game would have been different if Cooper Kupp was in it, because then you have to worry about Cooper Kupp and Puka. But getting the 2 interceptions is what won the game, in my opinion, to me. And their offense wasn't able to generate many points. So like that's giving them the extra opportunities to get those points. So Cincinnati got their first win of the year. They desperately needed it. The defense showed up against a surprisingly good Rams offense. Just quickly on the Rams, like Matt Stafford has thrown 2 interceptions for the second week in a row, and it has really hurt his team's chances. Like he has to take care of the ball. They struggled once they took Puka out of the game and they stopped Kyron Williams. Like the Rams really didn't have any answers to that. So I think when Kupp returns, this offense is going to be a lot harder to stop. The defense did a decent job containing the Bengals, even though they haven't been operating at the top level. Like they're still the Bengals. Like they still have a lot of talent. And only losing by 3 to this team, when you look at the talent on each roster, is impressive. So overall, the Rams have been competitive. They've been in every single game. As the team matures, because it is super young, I think they can actually win games like this. But they're competing for a playoff spot, in my opinion.
Oh, no, 1,000%. Like we said, again, it's a weird situation, but I think where I want to start is with the Rams on the Rams side of things. I think so. Number one, the interception that Logan Wilson made was just crazy. I mean, that was just like one of the interceptions. It was just crazy work. So I can't fault staff too much for that. Just one of them crazy plays. And Kyron Williams too, having a little bit of a drop problem. Got to get, if you're a Rams fan, you want to see Kyron Williams not, putting the ball in danger so much. Big thing. But yeah, Puka getting slowed down was a huge thing. And I think, when Cooper Kupp comes back, man, the Rams are going to be like real dangerous.
Yeah.
Even again, this offense to an extent already is. The Bengals played them very well. But yeah, and that is what it is. But yeah, and then with the Bengals, I already pretty much touched everything I want to say. But I guess maybe last thing is you definitely want to see Joe Mixon getting going more here. And I think the run game just as a whole, I would say I want to see get going more if you're the Bengals. But it is what it is. The team, and also last thing, T. Higgins struggling a lot. What's going on with T. Higgins?
I don't know. He had that one big week. He had a bad week. He had a bounce back week, and now it's back to this.
Yeah, that was a really rough week. And then also last thing I had written down too, I just wanted to touch on is the Rams with Byron Young, Kobe Turner, like they got 2 really good ones out the draft, 2 really good D linemen back-to-back rounds, or in actually same round. But yeah, or was it back-to-back? I don't know. One or the other. Bottom line is 2 good D linemen later in the draft. If you're a Rams fan, you love to see it. And then last thing too, back to the Bengals. Trey Hendrickson's just going ballistic as he has been. So I'll leave it at that. Yeah, that's my analysis of that one.